Falcons. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
Partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Hey, green, light blue.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. Pulled in at the 24. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. They go play action here on first down. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A right side run with Patterson. And some room to work. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go. Here we go. 52 blaster. Throw green.
Looking to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The slot man in motion right. Patterson running between the tackles. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Ready. Black open. Yellow, blue. Black shot. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Elliott is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal.
Red, cycle.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London from 4 yards out. And the Falcons will strike first here in this wild card matchup. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Arnold Ebiketie able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for London on the out route complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Yellow, go.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Ultra.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball...
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Lions will take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's out to the flat for Swift. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2nd and 2. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 28 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. They'll throw now on the final play. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Trail green, Edo blue. 6, Mega.
Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. The 40. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 84 yards. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Lions 7. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Randy Gregory from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
Red, cycle. Hey,
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Yellow, red, 52.
Now back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Back to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to throw again. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Claws red. Blue black. Steel black. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side. There's London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, if you do read man covers, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people out.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Light blue. Blue striker.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got Patterson on a quick slant here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, red.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Green. Edo blue. Red.
2nd and 1. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Yellow.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Rebel. Black ultra.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Hurry, hurry.
2nd and long. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Kuhn knocks this one through the post. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. It's Williams on the catch. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. And the corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
2nd and 11. Under pressure, they got him again. Randy Gregory, his 2nd sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 21. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Looking to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have a Lions first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Henry is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith, who had 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
On the double.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this a very important drive leading to the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Clock, 10. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Red. Yellow. Claws red.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Patterson on the draw play. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, going back to Patterson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, Patterson. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a third down and 8. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Let's go now.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, check mega.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Third down, here's Patterson. Room here to run. And he's across for the touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's already had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to get it back to a one-score game. Gay's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I'll give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
Ready, set. On the ball. On the ball. Ready.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.